Well, no, not at all, Jim. Certainly over my 30 years, I've maintained my integrity, and I continue to maintain my integrity. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. I'm very, very confident of that, Jim. So it doesn't feel strange at all. Matter of fact, you know, I'm enjoying the new opportunity here, you know, getting some great support from my colleagues, great support from my family, friends, constituents. So it's been very, very well.
Have you had any
I'm actually getting some really good support from some people in the media too, so it feels good.
Kash, have you actually talked to the RCMP yet? Have they interviewed you?
No, they haven't.
But you expect to?
That they're going to?
I am going to fully cooperate with them. Whatever they want to do, I'm going to cooperate with them.
Have you had any interactions with your campaign coordinator, former campaign coordinator, Berinder Saul, recently or in the past couple weeks?
When was the last time you talked to him?
Oh, God, I don't remember. It's got to be weeks, if not months ago.
When did you become aware of this pamphlet that is the subject of the complaint?
Well, I recall something soon after the election in the Chinese media about a pamphlet, but I didn't pay attention to it because it was not part of my campaign whatsoever.
How do you, what's your view on that pamphlet? It's very controversial, the content.
Well, you know, again, I recall seeing it shortly after the election. It was in some Chinese media. And we had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. The campaign didn't endorse anything of that nature. We never would. So I was surprised.
Were you ever asked about it at the time? Were you asked about it at the time?
No, I wasn't. And
not by media, not by anybody?
No, and you got to respect, you know, there's certain things that I cannot discuss with respect to this investigation. I want to maintain the integrity of that investigation. Having been a law enforcement officer for so many years, I respect what the police are going to do. I'm going to fully cooperate with them. I'm going to maintain my integrity because I'm confident I've done nothing wrong.
Is it a political dirty trick, do you think? I mean, obviously you say you have nothing, you don't know anything about it, but it was controversial content in that, meant to do something in the campaign, sway votes perhaps. Is it a bit dirty?
Jim, I'm not going to comment because all my knowledge to this particular point is what you have been reporting and what I've seen in the media over the weekend. Other than that, I have no knowledge on this particular one. And, you know, even if, you know, things develop, I have to respect the investigation. I have to respect the process. And, you know, being part of it for so long and continuing to be part of it, continuing to maintain the integrity of the Solicitor General Office, my integrity, because I'm confident I've done nothing wrong. So I'm going to fully cooperate. And hopefully this matter will be dealt with in a very short period of time.
When you heard about the flyer, did you do anything, make any inquiries, try and figure out who's behind it? I mean, obviously there were some aspersions cast by the NDP at that time about its possible connections to your campaign.
Well, nothing was ever brought to my attention, so I didn't actually think of that at all.
You said you heard about it after the election.
I saw it in a Chinese newspaper that was brought to the office one day, and I had a look at that. That was it. Matter of fact, I didn't think anything of it, because the campaign didn't endorse anything and would never endorse anything of that nature.
Yeah. Why did it take 2 days to announce that this had happened? You were under investigation Wednesday. You said a special prosecutor had been appointed, and it wasn't until Friday that you put out your statement.
Let me just explain things to you. March 24th, I received a call from Assistant Commissioner Al McIntyre. A voicemail left to contact him. I contacted him. He advised me that they were looking into some aspects of the Election Act, and at that time I was told I may be a possible witness. That's it. I phoned the investigator back. I didn't get a return call. I'm away on vacation with my family, my young daughter and my wife down in San Francisco. And I get an email late on April 6th from Assistant Commissioner McIntyre saying that they want to sit down with me and determine if I had any role in these allegations. So this is April 6th during the evening. I'm flying home the next day, and I thought out of an abundance of caution, I would consult with legal counsel so they could determine what's appropriate for me to know. So I managed to find legal counsel Wednesday. Thursday, legal counsel worked on it. Thursday evening, I was advised that there was a special prosecutor appointed, and Friday, I stepped aside.
Your statement suggested that you heard a special prosecutor on Wednesday.
No, that's incorrect.
That's inaccurate.
That's inaccurate, yes.
If you'd been a minister for some different portfolio, say health or something that didn't involve overseeing the police, would you have had to step down?
That I don't know. Again, out of maintaining the integrity of the Solicitor General's office, because that position is a top law enforcement position in the province. And in order to maintain that integrity, it was the right thing for me to do. You know, raised as by my mom, a single mother, she always told us, Don't do the popular things. Do the right things. And that's how I lived my 30 years plus in policing, and that's how I'll continue to live and serve the people of British Columbia. Doing the right thing, Jim, not the popular thing.
Are you
your legal Cash, you had a number of big issues on your desk. You're talking about negotiating the contract with the RCMP, for instance. You've talked about toughening up drunk driving rules. What happens to all those issues now that you've stepped aside?
Well, here in British Columbia, we have a very assertive agenda in order to ensure policing is the most accountable, effective, and transparent in the province of British Columbia. We want to ensure that we have safe streets in British Columbia, that we're able to deal with some of the situations on our street, and I'm confident that this will move forward. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure that these aspects of law enforcement, these aspects of public safety in British Columbia are addressed.
Cash, just about timing. As you know, criminal investigations can take a long time. Because this isn't criminal, this is Elections Act, and there's a statute of limitations. What are you hoping in terms of when you can get some resolution on this?
As soon as possible, Jim. I'm confident I've done nothing wrong. I want to get back and I want to serve this province. I'll continue to serve my constituents in Vancouver, Fraserview, but I want to serve this province at a greater role, one where we can have a lot of impact and deal with a lot of issues in BC. Thank you.
Thank you.